There's nothing to align here. You lied to me. You just led me to the Runoculus. Okay, then my mission's complete. In a very unexpected way. And I can focus on the... There's something over there. Other whales. I can focus on the quest. With no more distractions. To distract me. You're still there though. Why are you still there? Can I still interact with you? Just a moment. Why are you still there? Will you lead me to more places, more riches? Probably not. Then let's go in. Enter. Enter the Genshin. Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined the sanctum would be. It doesn't feel like all that sacred. Yes, you don't seal off sacred places. You seal off evil places. Blood-like smell isn't too surprising. Don't you mean Aaron? By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Aila sealed it. That could be the other one, Lady Aila. This was where all the Frostmoon's followers held the ceremonies, so it's super secret, really. That's the Verdant Crest. The legend says it's a sacred tree that witnesses the birth of the Moon Maiden. Doesn't seem evil. So this is where she was reborn? Kutar? Columbina? In the scene I saw her in the hollow of a tree. From what I remember. Could this be the remains of the tree? If I'm guessing right, this should be the ever-flowing white spring blessed by Lady Aila herself. And a tiny door, Paimon-sized. Not did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky, all thanks to you, Traveler and Paimon. Just remember to apologize to everyone after. I'll do whatever you say. Okay. Let's not delve into this offer. Just standing in place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? Interesting clouds. They're dancing. Dancing in the moonlight. There's a scenery shot. Also, maybe the direction I'm supposed to go? Lies of the Faithless. I think the title includes a spoiler. Yeah, that's totally where I'm supposed to go. I want to explore more of the place before I progress in the study. Like the tiny door that I discovered near the lake. This one. It's not a door. It looked like a door from afar. Investigate. Beneath the water. I saw some reflection, but I couldn't distinguish the details. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Aila supposedly left behind? The very first draw of blood under the new moon. This one must be ancient as well. Follow the moon lane, but what about the other place? Or was it just to leave it? I think the other was just the exit of this place of lights. There's the sword. Ah. Doesn't it look like Columbina's signature weapon? I don't remember it, but I think that's how it would look like. Okay, let's write this line. Lane. Investigate the code. Can I somehow collect it, or do I have to jump? I will be higher later. Then I can just glide down. There she is. I will pick this up later, possibly. Just enjoying the scenery for now. Why are the clouds doing this? Does it have something to do with my graphic card setting, or is this normal? And why can I see you even though there's no mirror around? Aila. Wait. That will get the altar dirty. Yes, we should take off our shoes. Including Paimon. Good thing the treasure chests are still here. It looks like maybe this might be the first Moonshot herself, Lady Aila. Then it wouldn't surprise me for power to be unscientifically potent. Just a moment. Okay. My throat is acting up a little bit. On my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Aila an impostor. Well, I'm glad that there was not some twist included to actually prove you right. Thank the moon goddess. She can't hear me anymore. Maybe she can. Maybe she's everywhere, because Kuwaki is everywhere. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. Of the Moon Maiden. She can tell us a thing or two about the birth. More than the cutscene, maybe. Let she do it. There's music. Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moonchanter's image. That's a recording of scenes that happened in the past, you mean? Blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture? Can hear our words. I'm starting to get a strange vibe from Aila. Though I've trusted her all the way up to now. Maybe because of the picture that I took, implying something about lies. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Unless it's not a recording, it's something that stayed behind, like a shadow of the conscious or something like that. It wouldn't be the first time in Taviad. Just the mere memory of a person can talk to you long after the person died. I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss. The scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Like she's heard that name before. Doesn't ring a bell. 500 years ago. But she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. So it's not that special knowledge, if even you know about it. Oh, she's so predictable. I can't believe it. Should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to even have heard her name. Because the past is the future. That makes way more sense when you've progressed the story and reached to the Columbina time travel part, which wasn't that bad except for the fact that it didn't make much sense. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you see is a fleeting moment. Thanks to Lavia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Somehow she sounds evil. Something about the way she speaks gives me the chills. Puts my hairs on edge. She trusted me because I heeded her every word. And when the lady of the underworld guided my hand to sever her thread, even then, she should have rejoiced. So, I don't know, you killed her? Solo voice, so that was the other voice. And they still keep it as unknown voice. My role here is finished. The Believers House had already hailed you as the new prophet. And at last, you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I need to uncover the mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. I still have no idea what happened. With Lavia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you so much for your help. You will, soon enough. You will understand when the time comes. Twice shall the serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the Faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. Yes, I've already defeated the serpent. But you shan't be the one who'd cut the threads, because the fate does not belong to you. It belongs to Traveler and Paimon and Iluga. I just do what I can. And then do what you must do. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting, for you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. That is something that's tied to this thief, something greed. He dreamed of a place where people can be equal, by robbing everyone else from their riches and distributing it. And something about being free of the shackles of society. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your threats simply would not catch in the loom of this sublunary sphere. So I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just out of place in this world as you are. The stones are the senders. Have known about them 500 years ago. Because she already stated that she is timeless. By the apostle of the golden city, using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on this blade should have been washed away. It's as good as new. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe you are the hero of this sublunary sphere. The one destined to fell the undying serpent, if you know the future and the past and this present. You should know that we already dealt with that. This will probably be the last time we met. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. You said that to the other men as well. Mr. Solovey, I must begin sealing this place at once. So I think she spoke with him in the past, maybe 500 years ago, or at least a few hundred years. But at the same time, at the same space, she also speaks to us in the future. Fascinating. But our children must not be stained by her sins. What has she done? She had some correspondence. She was writing with an evil monk, I think. And there was also an underworld goddess. But I thought the underworld goddess had ties to Aila. and corruptions you wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. Asha, it was sealed from the inside. This too is part of our preparation for the birth of a god. I have lost count of the times someone tried to create a god in this game, in this world. The originals and the Fontanians had also sin waiting down on them, which we dealt with. So that's a familiar concept. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished. Yes, but the moonlight, the moon is back. We brought it back. The original one. Just like back at Thunderclap Reef. It was Lady Aila who guided us to the break of the sanctum cell. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind. I don't recognize the name. Aila. About the battle alongside the Radniki. Twice, yes. And at long last... So they actually tied this part into the story, in case you progressed. Good job. But you've taken down that... Yes, we already have, that's right. That was the other girl. That was at the top of this tower, further north. And she was in real danger. Until I fired a bullet from a huge gun at her location to destroy the evil. True story, no matter how silly it sounds. That's right. I am the hero foretold in the prophecy. No, I really think it was team effort and the help of the gun. Aila. She says she's from 150 years ago. But I've never seen the name in the records. So the one's name is Aila and the other one's name is Aila? Can it be a coincidence that they sound so similar?